Bro, all bitches be wanting is Trey 5s and the pack of Fontos. Oh no, bitches think they exclusive. They be wanting to drink pink rosé. Soulja Boy's voice. Rosé? Yo, the nigga Harden was bitching because niggas was double teaming him. Nigga straight up said they got all these good defenders out here and they got a double team. Like, dog, hold that L. I know one thing, the league's hating on the Celtics. And nigga Pat Beverly flopped on the nigga Tatum and get fined for it. Nigga flopped on the nigga Harder and gets fined the next day. Next day. Oh. Beans.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count them. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 million a week after. Down from laughter. They come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. In the middle of the day and they my last one.
Oh. Better go back up. Singing, oh God, I'm lit.
Coach, if you've been to South Florida in the summer, and I know you have, you're familiar with this. Heavy rain. It's coming down.
Oh, God, heavy rain.
Stadium in Miami.
King of the North moves to South Beach. Takes his talents to South Beach.
It's unlike any other in sport as both
first game rain.
The tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now here's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Fielded just inside the 30.
Yo, this can't be fucking cheating, guy. Illegal block in the back. What kind of bullshit is that?
Accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Yeah, I ain't never seen some of these fucking calls in my life.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
82 is mine. I got 82. 82 is mine. Check. Fred, no. Go.
Looking to throw. He's going to air one out.
You see
Into
that?
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
You don't see he's the one?
Picked off near the
one like Neo?
And they have the football.
Testing up
and
your
will
mind.
set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That one good for 33 and a first.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Get the fuck out of here, John. That team shit is dumb, nigga. The nigga 6'8", fucking do hands, nigga. How the fuck you don't catch that shit?
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and go.
Here we go. 8, read.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And 2 stop.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 2 yo-yo.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I was a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told us, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready, ready. 15 line. 15 line.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now.
Now.
Second and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The ball to the air and intercepted.
That's just, come on, guys.
Took by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. He'll get this one to Galladay. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it.
Oh, my head.
Dolphins. Kenny Golladay there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, you can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Yo. Yeah, I had it on.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, the new Patriots, nigga, the King of the North moved to South Beach. All that King of the North, King of the North. They took us down to
the
South Beach.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it?
But
And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Going top shot for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly.
That wasn't that great. It was just a little
with the in-route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up on the shot. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ready? 50, plant. 61, matchbox, lights.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Higgins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Down, 91.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Squeeze. Snap.
He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL.
Oh, what are you doing, my nigga?
Fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker.
That's some bullshit, man. That's what you were supposed to do.
It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Nigga, stop.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up the touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will get them one closer. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Go, go.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 9, Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to that Mike over there. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll drop the throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock is stopped with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 9. Mike 9.
Rock it.
Kill.
Ready?
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, orbit.
What's the run?
Now back to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now a timeout taken.
Man, I was trying to
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to go down again. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we go hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
The nigga was just...
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Moving all crazy. I couldn't control the nigga. I tried to go to the right, and the nigga went straight. Oh, stupid things got me up early in the morning. Yeah, got us Philly niggas out.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Hey, Steve 6.
How's he texting? I'm not even looking at my phone.
Mike 9.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. Boy, they really played well attacking the football.
Returning it is Moore. Nice job bringing that one back. 14.
He's going to the total. He got a good out there.
And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. On 1st down, Brooks. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it with Bell, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Mariota. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's the backup Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. From the left side, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Stafford trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone. driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Bell so light on his feet. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Throwing, Mariota. Got a man, it's Brown. It's a gain of 5, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long here for Mariota.
Yo, he's holding the nigga.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got another first down. As he's
Nigga was bumping my nigga, dog. It was like 20 yards down the field.
And that's our score differential.
What is that,
2
Beans?
points here in the 4th quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
Juju.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry by Bell. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Bell.
Oh, where'd he come
take
from?
his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Yo, the nigga blocked me on some bullshit. Oh, look at this shit. Nigga blocked me again. That's some bullshit.
Touchdown, Miami. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead.
Yo, the
and now
nigga
they
blocked me
gave
in
it
the
up.
back, nigga. You can't do that.
So with the lead now at 4, they'll try to go for 2 to at least get it to 6 with a 2-point conversion.
Stand up there. Mike 2, Mike 2. You better be, hey, exit. You better be afraid of me.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Oh, what
Throwing
the
to start
fuck?
the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
To throw is Mahomes.
Oh,
Can't
you
get a
suck.
throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Back to throw. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly.
Yo, the nigga, yo, man.
There as it's intercepted.
Who did he throw it to?
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Who the fuck he throw it to? Oh,
It's going to hurt
shit.
big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over.
Bullshit. I shot through 2 of them shits,
Charles,
I
a
think.
pretty exhilarating
Word.
finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they
6
went
takeaways.
unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Horrible. Three yards, 6 yards of carry. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. We know what we got. We know what we got. Yeah, light work. Juju. You know what it is. Williams, that's 3 drops, though. 2 drops. Like, come on, y'all. This is ridiculous. Oh, God, Mr. Walker. Who is he? That sucks. It was mad bullshit picks from Dodge. How you get minus 78 yards? Whoosh. How is he defending passes? This is crazy. Right, nigga had 2 of them shits. Crazy. It is what it is.